Hello everyone, my name is Javier Rodriguez, and this is my semester research project, Staying Agile in Game Development. Video games have always been a passion of mine. That's why I got into programming, that's why I got into computer science. I made some of my own games, and so I understand the difficulties of managing a game project. So I thought I would do some research on how the agile methods that we learned over the semester can be used for game development and the benefits of doing so. First, we have the problem. As video games have evolved over time, they become these vast, immersive experiences, and the cost of developing a game, as well as the complexities for developing a game and the time it takes to develop a game, have all significantly increased as a result. So managing these projects can be an extremely difficult task. However, we can use some of the methods, the agile methods that we learned in Chapter 2, Agile Software Engineering, to ease the pain of managing these projects under such tight deadlines. Next, we have the literature. First, we have a study, Video Game Development in a Rush, a survey of global Game Jam participants. A Game Jam is a game development competition for small teams to develop a game within a short time span, usually a weekend. And the survey found that participants in the global Game Jam, 76% of teams use an iterative brainstorming process to conceptualize the initial requirements of their game, and only 9% of teams reported that those requirements didn't change throughout the event. So from this, we can see that game development is a very iterative process, and it lends itself towards agile development. Next, we have the role of sprint planning and feedback in game development projects, implications for game quality. This study found that agile methods such as extreme programming, sprint planning, and iterative feedback all had positive influence on game quality. And finally, we have, is agile not agile enough? A study on how agile is applied and misapplied in the video game development industry. This study found that while agile isn't always applied properly in the game industry, it can be used to solve various management problems for video game development, but that only works when agile is really understood and applied properly. Next is our critical analysis. Because game development is a very iterative process, feedback from game testing is always changing the requirements. It lends itself towards agile practices. And these agile methods that we've seen from the studies before, such as extreme programming, sprint planning, iterative feedback, have all been shown to improve game quality. And while these practices can solve the various management problems in the game industry, they have to be properly understood and applied by the team. Next is our evaluation. Agile was developed from the necessity to remain flexible during development. The various agile methods such as sprints, scrum, kanban, and extreme programming all allow developers to quickly plan for the immediate future, design and develop key features, get feedback on those features, and make adjustments. And because of this, because game development is also very iterative, it's well suited for these practices. Finally, the most interesting thing I found from my research was just how inflated game budgets and development time has become over time. So on the left, we can see Red Dead Redemption 1 from Rockstar Games from 2010. The team was made of approximately 1,000 members, had a budget of $80 to $100 million, and it took around 5 years to develop. Just 8 years later, when Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, also by Rockstar Games, they had 1,600 team members. The budget was estimated to be approximately $370 to $540 million, and it took 8 years to develop. So you can see just how much the cost of making a game and how much time it takes to make a game have become over time. And these are my references. And that is my semester research project. Thanks.